6'6", 350 pounds. He's one of the most feared, but let me tell you guys, he's one of the most respectable lawmen out there. He's a quiet guy. He doesn't really talk that much. But when you're 6'6" and you're holding a shotgun, it's not like people want to talk to him anyway. So normally we just walk away.
Sheriff.
This right here, guys, this is one of the outdoor activities. This right here, our sheriff, he named this one the Attitude Adjustment Center. We have the stocks. These are called stocks in the side right here. And then we have this beautiful life-size bird cage. Sir, this right here, this, it slides. We have it locked, but it slides up and down. This part is for the neck, but it's not going to be this big. It's going to be literally this size. Enough to put your head in, and they're going to put it down. And they're going to put your hands through here. We have the big because it's, you know, it's not for real. It's just for the pictures. But normally it will be very, very painful. And in the sun, in the summer, it will be horrible. So, well, guys, simply, my ladies, walking through town, 1908, you go up the sidewalk and you pull your dress too high and somebody sees your ankles, they might report you. Sheriff might put you in the birdcage for 24 hours. Keep your hat in front of ladies. Say please and thank you. Don't talk back to the deputy and don't forget to do your homework because they can put you in the birdcage too. But the birdcage doesn't go right here because that would be too good. That birdcage, guys, goes up there. Nice, right? I know. He's so thoughtful. Come on, let's go so you guys can pick your own brand. Come here. This beautiful, beautiful oak tree has been here before the jail, around 200 years old. They're going to hang that birdcage from up there and that prisoner will become a jailbird. And that jailbird, guys, without any water or food as long as they are up there. Let me tell you guys, people from town, they're going to come with tomatoes and strawberries and pieces of bread and they're going to throw them at the prisoner. So at least these prisoners have something to eat. On the other hand, guys, look how pretty the side of the jail is. Again, we have this Victorian style looking house. 1891, whoever can afford something like this comes from a very prominent, very wealthy family. Back in the day, this was the front of the jail. So yes, people used to get off of the train. They used to come in here knocking at the door trying to check in, please. Expecting a lovely lady. The only person answering the door will be our sheriff. Let me show you our side of the jail, right over here now. In 1908, we are what they call the open air jail. We do not have glass on the windows, sir. So whatever the weather is outside will be inside. Guys, when it rains, we get soaking wet like Florida style. But when it's hot, guys, it's super hot and super humid, just Florida style. There's a lot of bugs and ants, and roaches and spiders and lizards and frogs. And when it rains, more frogs. And of course, the beautiful Florida state bird. Do you know the Florida state bird already? Oh, it's like a kind of a new classification. It's called the mosquito. If we have a real winter, my lady, with snow on the ground, we might go back to the mockingbird. But we thought that would be more suitable. The mosquito, you know, it fits in better than the mockingbird. Forget about the mockingbird. Ladies, our side of the jail is right here on the first floor. Right there where those windows are. Any morning, my girls, you might wake up and you might find a possum. Even a snake hanging upside down for one of those bars. Find something like that, grab it, break the neck and save it. That could be lunch. Can you cook possum?
What?
Possum?
Iguana? Snake?
No.
Can you make coffee?
Yes.
I do keep it. Ladies, guys, we have another one of those outdoor activities, and this one right here to die for. Show you this one right here. We call this one the hanging out place. Oh my God, that jack is so loud. He's so loud. Guys, 1908, St. Johns County. Not St. Johns County, I mean, Florida in general. We do executions. We hang people. The execution that we're going to remember the most because it was amazing is going to be Charlie Powell. For us prisoners, it was the best day ever. For our sheriff, I think it was the worst day of his career. Guys, everything that could go wrong in the hanging went wrong altogether. Everything all together in one morning. Let me tell you a little bit about it. Charlie was not exactly a criminal. One day in 1902, he was walking through town and he overheard this man spreading bad rumors about his wife, about Charlie's wife. Charlie didn't like it. He had a little confrontation with the guy. They fist fight. And Charlie ended up, literally, guys, he shot the man dead. So state of Florida, if you take somebody's life, you pay with your own one. The day of Charlie's execution, the executions, by the way, are public events. So it was like 2 or 3 Sundays ago. The whole town showed up. There was nothing else to do. You know, everybody liked to see a nice hanging. So everybody was here. The sheriff, he came out of the office. When he saw so many people, he was like, this is my moment. I'm going to put on a wonderful show. He doesn't care about Charlie. No. He's trying to be, to get reelected. So putting on a good show and giving a good speech about behaving and all of that, it was part of his plan. He had everything under control. He told the guards, go get Charlie so we can start. But the guards, instead of walking Charlie out that door, they were literally dragging him. And then right there when things start going really, really wrong. Instead of walking Charlie, they put Charlie on the floor. Sheriff, there's your man. As you can see, there's something wrong with him, but we don't know what it is. He was unresponsive. Maybe he was tired. Maybe he was hungry. Maybe he was sick. We will never know because let me tell you guys, the guy was not talking. When you have a situation like that, right away you're supposed to cancel the hanging because you have to wait until the man feels good enough to go up the ladder, stand up there all by himself. But our sheriff wanted to he insisted. He wanted to put the show on a show anyway. So he told the guards, don't worry, I know what to do. He's a big guy. So he went back there and he came back dragging a plank of wood. He put the board on the floor, he rolled Charlie over, and with the rope, he tied it up. And now Charlie was standing up straight like a candle, all tied up to that board. I mean, technically, nobody was touching him. They put Charlie up there. They put the noose around his neck, they moved the level, they opened the trap door, and down came Charlie, hanging in here. And our sheriff was very proud of himself. Done with Charlie. Guys, the board was too heavy. The rope broke. Charlie bounced on the floor. He got detached from the board and he rolled and he ended up right in the middle of the crowd. That is something that you don't want that to happen. People were screaming and running away in every single direction. It was amazing. We were watching from the windows up. We are not allowed to be down here, but we were watching up there and we were like, wow, what a show, man. Amazing. Well, guys, the doctor came over very slowly. He checked on Charlie a little bit. He turned around and told the sheriff, we're really, really sorry, but your guy here, right here, he's not dead. What do we do now? Even though his neck was broken, guys, Charlie was breathing. He was wide awake. Sheriff was so mad. He was so embarrassed. He was so mad. He told the guards, there's nothing else to do. We're going to have to hang the man again. Even though, guys, by law, you cannot hang a man twice for the same crime. Double jeopardy, that is not possible. You're not allowed to do that. It's other towns. But in this town, guys, the only law that matters is Cherry Ferry. 25 minutes later, the noose was up there, and they closed the trap door. All the guests came back ready for the second execution. Everything was ready, but when they turned around, I went to check on Charlie to put him up there. Charlie had expired. And that's why, guys, when you look up there, we'll still have a noose waiting for somebody else. You guys don't need to worry. By the time that you get out of here, sir, you're going to be ready for middle school. We have plenty of time to watch wonderful hangings. But now, guys, it's time to go home. We need to get ready. Vamos a hacer un cafecito. So let's go. We need to have little snacks for the afternoon. Come on, guys. You can be here.
Inside? Okay.
Yeah, we have like a second parking spot on the...
Perfect.
Just right before we go. Okay, guys, gather around. The first part of the jail is super comfortable. I hope you guys like it. We have a few tiny problems, but I don't think you're barely going to notice it. My lady, we don't have indoor plumbing. We don't have electricity. You know what that means? There's no Wi-Fi. Don't run away. Hold it. You can do this. You can do this. Breathe. A lot of meditation. We can do this. Girls, we have a cancellation price. Instead of the Wi-Fi, we're going to have buckets. Toilets, guys, toilets. When the bucket gets full, girls, toss it out the window. Look how beautiful the garden is. Guys, you see that level of shininess? That is called organic fertilizer. Amazing, right? I know. Hi, our sheriff, he's so thoughtful. Well, let me tell you, for you guys, we live in the same building, by the way. For you guys, you can do this, sir. You can do it. Come on, you can do it. The same way there is no indoor plumbing for us, there is no indoor plumbing for you guys. But you don't need to worry, guys. Our sheriff, he's gonna put a bathtub out here with water and warm soap and warm water just for you guys. But not just for you, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. No. Forget about that. We're gonna have around 120 inmates. We have a lot of patience, guys. Wait your turn to jump in and out. The same bathtub, the same water, you guys gonna bathe once a month. If you feel like you need an extra one between month and month, just wait for a rainy day. It's Florida, it rains a lot. So well guys, we're gonna go home now. When we walk inside, take a very good look, my ladies. At the left hand side is your accommodations. And then we're gonna go right into maximum security. Last one, if you guys don't mind, the last one, can you guys close the door behind you? Come on, push that baby in.
Have the door.
Wow. Over here, guys. You said that you were not running away. You can do it. Come on, you can do it. You can do it.
Yeah, wait. That's it. Wait for us, please.
You're like,
Yeah.
so well guys, my ladies, as you saw, we just have 2 cells. Most of the time, ladies will be sent home in house arrest. I mean, cooking, cleaning, dealing with your husband, your children, your pets. Believe me, guys, that's plenty of punishment. For a lady to be in jail is because they actually killed somebody. So yes, as I told you, I know I didn't exactly kill my husband, I just misplaced him. So well guys, this part of the jail will never be for you. You guys are party people, right sir? This is for the very bad criminals. So for the horse thief, bank robbers, you know, they're gonna spend the whole time of the sentence in here until it's time for their execution. We have 4 exact same cells. We're gonna start with this one. This is called the holding cell. We're gonna hold the prisoners in here until it's time for their execution. Could be between 1 year all the way to 5 years, depending if they survive or not. Tiny problem, again, our problems are super small. We have 4 beds. Do you see, sir? 4 beds, 1 bucket, and 2 windows. But we don't have 4 prisoners because our sheriff thought that would be a waste of space. So we're gonna have around 16 to 20 men in here. By the way, guys, in this jail, there is no maximum occupancy. That means that sharing is caring, okay? We're gonna share. If somebody gets sick, we're gonna move it into that one. That one is called isolation. We don't have a budget to call the doctor. We don't call doctors. What we do, if the prisoner gets better by himself, lucky them, we just put them back in the cell. But if they expire by any chance, we call the doctor, but it's just for the paperwork. Can you check on him? Do you think it's time to call the doctor for the paperwork? There you go. Why do you need a doctor if you have my lady right here? She knows perfectly how to diagnose. We will do diagnostic. Done. That's all we need. Birdcage doesn't work. People start fighting in here. We also have a solution for that. Solitary confinement. No bed, no bucket. We're gonna put the person in there for a day or 2 or maybe a whole month. Guys, the first few days, you hear the prisoner talking to the rats, but believe me guys, after a week, you hear the rats talking back to the prisoner. Then is when we have a big problem. The last step, do you like the view? Nice, right? You can actually see the gallows from your own room. That one is called death row. Death row. They're gonna walk the prisoner from this one into this one, 30 days prior to the execution. The people in this part of the jail, they don't work. because nobody wants to deal with him. But the man inside that cell has only one job. 30 days to build their own custom-made set of gallows. As you can see, they have to be very steady. We have a bunch of people up there, including our sheriff. Again, this part of the jail is not for you because you guys are party people. So right behind you, my lady, that is for the guys. Chacos. A ball and chain. You guys gonna work on the chain gang 7 days a week, 16 hours a day. And of course, if you guys are married, you know what that is. Ball and chain. That ball and chain, it looks light because it is light, right guys? It's just 5 pounds, super light. You guys gonna take that to the job site with you. And when you get there, you're gonna fill it out with sand and water. Guys, 50 to 60 pounds, then it gets heavy. Don't worry, you guys working on the chain gang, sir, is not for free, don't worry. Sheriff is gonna rent you guys out. He's gonna make a wonderful profit, but if you look around, the money was never used in the jail. The money was for himself. He's a very wealthy man. So well, let's talk a little bit about this picture right here. This is the execution of Mr. Sim Andrew Jackson. He is the guest of honor, and if you guys look very closely, guys, I know it's kind of dark today, he's holding flowers. He's a very aggressive man. They say that he had a little confrontation with his wife. He ended up okay. This is one of the only official or legal pictures of an execution in the state of Florida. 1906 or present years, you cannot take a picture of execution, guys. But if you look very closely, everybody's looking forward, even the people in the background. Everybody's expecting the picture. What makes it legal is this man right here, very well dressed, and the other man on the other side with a hat. They are doctors. Brain doctors, and they came all the way from New York. Fancy people, fancy people. They want to run a very simple but very important scientific experiment. They want to know, guys, after somebody is hanging in there, for how long the brain will keep processing information. 1906, believe me, we don't have that much technology. So this is what they decided. After the execution, the doctors are going to approach the guy and they're going to try to ask questions. Isn't that I mean, if the man can answer questions, I mean, there's some activity out there. The state of Florida agree with this, and of course, our sheriff agree with it too. Having in mind that we have so many juveniles, guys, we're going to leave the story into here. But upstairs, guys, literally, we have a private gallery. We have the rest of the executions and pictures all the way to the end of the execution. And we have the story as it came out on the newspaper, the article from the newspaper. A little bit graphic, but very interesting, very interesting. Having in mind that this was kind of a dramatic part, I think it will be a good moment now to go to the kitchen and make some coffee. Come on, guys, we can do this. Woo! Are you getting hungry?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You have alligator nuggets. Chocolate milk? Amazon Prime today's delivery. I know. Come on, guys, you can do it. Bring that baby.
Bring the baby.
Ma'am, who gave you a license?
It's dark, right?
I think that baby's not going to remember that stuff. Like, I remember when you catch me in the jail. Do we have everybody inside? Okay. So guys, this right here is our beautiful kitchen for the 1900s. This is a state-of-the-art situation. We have granite, we have marble, we just don't use it in the kitchen yet. We're going to use cast iron. We're going to use wood. And the countertop, my lady, is made of copper. Very expensive, but very, very durable. The beautiful countertop, the stove, and the state-of-the-art elevator has been here since they opened the jail in 1891. That means that countertop right there is 130 years old. First thing that we're going to do in the morning, we're going to chop wood and make this beauty work. Turn on the stove, boil water. Right behind you guys, look at the size of that grinder. No water to bathe and no water to drink, but coffee, you can drink as much coffee as you wish. Coffee gives you energy, keeps you alert, alive, so you guys can work, and make a lot of money for our sheriff, of course. You guys drink coffee?
No. My mom does.
Yeah, to stay alive. You don't drink coffee yet?
Coffee is life.
You still have energy?
Yeah, I'm a kid still.
That's amazing. I'm very proud of you. Let me tell you, it disappears. I don't know where it goes. Like, yeah, like whoa. Even my dogs, they understand that first in the morning before they go out, I need coffee. Just come here. You two don't talk to me. Let me go to the kitchen and we'll talk about it. So well, guys, breakfast, coffee. Lunch and dinner, a beautiful serving of here, right here, beans. Habichuelitas aquí para el almuerzo.
Oh.
Beans for lunch and beans for dinner. Can you cook beans? Yes. I hope you don't get tired. Bean for lunch and bean for dinner. Right there. You see a little bit of color combination. You guys can do whatever you want. Believe me, nobody cares. Let me tell you. After a few months cooking beans, you can put your own YouTube channel. If you throw in a few TikToks, you're going to start making money. Think about it.
TikTok.
But this, guys, the beans are just for the people that stay inside the jail. For you guys working on the chain gang, we don't have a delivery system like catering. Here's your lunch. You guys gonna carry your own lunch with you, and it will be somewhere around here. Hard tags. Can you bake?
Yeah.
Great. Look at the size of the oven. You have to make around 300 of this a day. We have like 100 men that are gonna work, and you need to give them 3 or 4 a day. That means that you're gonna spend the whole day baking. Look at the size of the oven, girl. We really need another oven. This is not working out. Water, flour, and salt. That's all what you need. The flour is right there on the floor. This is your space right here. You make little squares. You put them inside the oven. You come back 4 hours later. Done. Guys, water, flour, and salt. This right there, by the way, is the uniform. It's made of canvas and it's very, very heavy. And this right here will be a portable lunchbox. This is like a lunchbox. You know, guys, when you go to school, that maybe you take your own lunch or you have your snacks with you, or you guys are kind of responsible for your own food. In this gel right here is the same thing. This goes inside your pocket. If you guys are working, if you beg for, if you lose your lunch, you have nothing to eat. So take care of your lunch. Whenever you guys are chained up one to each other, so whenever they give you a little sign, you everybody sit down on the floor. You take your hard tag out of your pocket, you put it inside your coffee. Believe me, guys, I know about this. Tap, tap, tap. The bugs, they're gonna start floating. The ants, the weevil, los gorgojos van a empezar a flotar. You go like this, rah, 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 you push the bugs out. But if you guys believe, sir, in organic protein, eat the bugs, it might save your life. Those crickets are delicious. I mean, they sell, the crickets are right there in the store for sale. We have them here for free. Eat the crickets. That door is gonna be locked, and this door is gonna be locked. Imagine, guys, the heat of the day, because we live in Florida, and the heat of this stove right here. It gets to 100 degrees inside here, guys. It's incredible. It's like unbelievable, the heat. There have been reports of people dying at every single part of the jail. But the most reports are right here on the floor. The lady will literally drop dead here. That little rectangle is called the bean hole. We're gonna pass the food to maximum security. We lost the door, but we used to have a little door on each side. Second and third floor, we're gonna use the fancy elevator. Pack it up, guys. Coffee, cup, plates. Remember, no electricity.
But there's electricity right there.
No, we're pretending. That is supposed to have a little bit of liquid. It's supposed to be a gas lamp.
Right, that's a lamp.
Ese es un quinqué. A chismosa. So, well, we're not going to bang because we have the baby right here, but you go very loud, very, very hard. And that makes a horrible, very loud noise. And the deputies upstairs, they're going to hear that. And using the ropes, they're gonna pull, pull, pull. The elevator will go up and dinner will be served. As you can imagine, guys, we cannot give beans to the deputies or the family or the sheriff. So that's why we spend so much time in the kitchen. We have to cook elaborated breakfast, lunch, and dinner for whoever comes over, my girl, that is not an inmate. That includes your little ones. With the sheriff, he's gonna bring his children. The deputies, they will bring the children too. And we have strawberries, strawberry milk, chocolate chips, whatever you want. We have don't worry, you're gonna make it, okay? You will survive. Staying or not? Not yet.
There's no PlayStation, no.
It's like,
There's no video games. No.
He's not falling for the food, so
No,
that doesn't work out. Let's go
in
see the
another
office,
game.
guys. I think this was traumatizing enough, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, let's go see the
Yeah, wait
office.
for them
Those
to
are
go
the
video.
other side,
Wait for
guys.
them.
Electricity's halfway there.
Yeah, I'm working on this. So well, guys, as you can see, well, we don't have electricity, but we do have gas in this part of the gas for the lamps and for eventually for the fireplace as well. So well, guys, as you can see, it's important for our chair to show a good image of himself. Look how beautiful this is. He's looking forward to be re-elected, my young lady, and he's always looking forward to make a good business. He's gonna put a Bible and a portrait of the family to show good values. What better values, guys, than family and religious values? Guns confiscated from prisoners. Instead of destroying them, he displayed them very proudly. He's an expert in armory. Water fountain right here. And this right here, guys, is the first fingerprint kit in the state of Florida. There's one in the nation. There's one on the White House, one in New York. He purchased this one with his own money, and he taught himself how to use it. Guys, nobody believes in fingerprints. People say that it's witchcraft, brujeria. But later on in life, they're going to prove that fingerprint actually works. This man is ahead of his time. The investigation, criminology, our sheriff, he's the best out there. On the other hand, my young lady, his handwriting was very bad, very poor handwriting. So the county came out with this beautiful gift. It's the Oliver number 9. And it was advertised as the Green Mean typing machine. It's the first one to use the keyboard as we know it today. Guys, take a little look around and then we go upstairs. The floor is original from the 1891 construction, double-sided fireplace. On the other side, we have a deputy and we have one of the bookkeepers. When there is nobody else committing crimes, we will go after people that don't pay their taxes on time. Feel free to go to the books. We have bookkeepings right here and literally letters from the 20s, the 30s, and the 40s. I'm gonna wait for you right here around here, guys. And yes, we have a phone. How fancy.
You can't sit there, do not sit there.
Jeez, these look so creepy.
They're supposed to be like, kind of like fire. It's supposed to look like fire.
Ow, Alex.
Ooh.
So Sheriff.
Sir, now.
Sorry. Thank you.
We're gonna put this folder right here.
Perfect.
Let me give you
These can come out as
So,
baby.
let's go upstairs.
Hey, what?
Well, hello.
Oh, look, someone got Starbucks. Oh, this stairs.
Oh man, it's there. I hate stairs so much. Me too.
Welcome home, sir. For you, come in here. Watch your steps right over here, please. Sit down. Lady, watch your steps, sir. Watch your step, my girl.
We got here finally.
So well, guys, this is what we call the main cell block or general population. We have a double decker, guys. We're gonna have 6 cells on the top, 8 cells on the bottom. The jail was built in 1891 by the Poly Jail Construction Company out of St. Louis, Missouri. These people, guys, are simply the best of the best. These people are pioneers, best in jail construction. The floors are 4 feet deep, the walls are 2 feet wide, and they're made of reinforced concrete. First, guys, first building, one of the first buildings ever made of reinforced concrete. First, nobody will ever escape. Second, it was so well made, maybe you guys recognize it. They took it as a prototype of what later on will be Alcatraz. Alcatraz is going to have the same layout and this very modern system to open and close the gates. 1914, the state of Florida, and of course our sheriff, decided that it was time to make a little bit of improvement. Tiny. Again, no, it's not like they cared. No, it's like way too many people were dying in here. They put 2 toilets and 1 shower on each floor. Tiny problem. There is no budget to feed the prisoners. There is no budget to call the doctor when people get sick. Believe me, guys, there is no budget to keep those toilets running. 1953, after 62 years, they closed the jail down in the same condition as they opened it up. No glass on the windows, the inmates were using the bucket and bathing once a month. Only record remaining, guys, 8 executions. But after 62 years, not even that makes sense. Before I let you go, guys, when you put yourself in here, think about it. Those cells are made for 4 people. They're going to put between 5 to 9 men inside those eensy-weensy tiny cells. On the other side, we have the deputy's quarters and we have that private gallery. When you guys are ready to escape, my young one, use that door. You take it to the back of the jail, guys. Nobody will see you escaping. You guys will make it alive. Don't worry. Again, my name is Deloris. It was a pleasure to be with you. Thank you very much for spending some time with us and welcome home.
Thank you, Deloris. Thank you.
You're welcome. You can spend as much time as you want, sir, right in here, like home away from home.
Your accommodation, don't look much better than